in this video, I will talk about the loops. So basically, if you want to execute a statement multiple times, or there is a condition on which you have to execute that statement, then loops came in. Simply like this: if there is a number called integer I is equal to 1, and you want that 1 to be printed 10 times, you don't have to write debug .log I 10 times. You don't have to write this 10 times, but what you do is you simply put it in a loop, whether it's a for loop, while loop, do while loop, or a conditional statement. You just put it in there and it executes itself to the condition that you have applied on that loop. There are basically two types of the looping category is divided into two types, major two types. Those are entry control loop and the exit control loop. First of all, we will be learning about the entry control loop. Entry control loops are those loops in which the condition is present in the beginning of the loop. Like first of all, let me create a function here naming public static void example, and in this I will create a while loop. And before the while loop, I will take a letter I and assign it integer and put the value 1 in it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to simply put the value I is greater than or equal to 1. So this statement is present before the execution. This is called entry control loop. All those loops in which the condition is present in the beginning of the loop are called the entry control loop. There are basically two loops are inside the entry control loop. There are two types, like the while loop and the for loop. So let me give you the basic syntax of while loop. Like if you want, let me print out the table of 10. You can say that integer I is equal to 1 and integer j is equal to 2. So you want table of 2, and for this you put it in a while loop. You can do it simply. You can write while j is equal to 20. J is less than or equal to 20. Okay, so first of all, the value of j is equal to 2. So we will go there and write debug.log j value, because we will be printing the j. First of all, I need to apply some sort of math here. So what I will do is j is equal to j multiplied by 2. First of all, it will be 2 to the 4 and 4 to the 8, then 8 to the 16 and 16 to the 32, and so on. But we want to print a number of a table here. So what we do, we simply write j is equal to 2 multiplied by I multiplied by j, and or you can say that I multiplied by 2, and we can simply increment the I. Now this will print out basically 10 times the value of the j, and that will be 2, 4, 8, 6 and so on, whenever how the way the I works. Let me tell you what I'm saying is that, wait for it to update, and it's updated. So I'm going to drag and drop this script here so that it should work, and I will press on the play option, and you can simply one more thing. I have make another function public static void. So every time you need to print out, you need to put this in the function called start function. So while I was thinking that I'm working in the C#, but I was working in the Unity. So basically this was the thing that I was doing wrong. Now we go there, and it will take some time to update, and now you can see that here, wait a second, now you can see that 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. So it's going beyond the 22. Why it is going? Because it is this loop is like first of all, when it enters, it checks that if j is less than equal to 20. So at the last time when j is less than equal to 20, then it is when the last execution moment, when like there, when the j is equal to 20, it implies on that the statement is true. It went there and j is equal to 22 and it print the 22 value here. Then go backs up and checks that it is less than equal to 20, then it is less than or equal to 20. So that's why it doesn't come in. So when we remove this equal sign here from here, when it is equal to 20, it will not print it. It will print the values which are less than 20. So we want basically that thing to happen, because in the while loop we are doing this we are printing the values afterward we are checking the equation. Now you can see that it's equal to 20, and when it's equal to 20, it stops the while loop. Let me tell you the flow of this while loop. Basically, let me show you a flow chart from which you can understand it quite easy. In the while loop, the test condition is given at the beginning, and it executes all the statement until that condition is satisfied. So as you can see that here, it executes all these statements until this equation is satisfied. Once it reaches to the 20 value or greater than 19 value, it stops. Because the thing that I was doing wrong was that I was putting an equal sign here. So most of you guys, when you are printing these kind of things, you should think about it, what you are doing and what you will be implying, and then focus on this while loop, because a minor mistake can ruin whole of your code. So basically what it does, that it simply execute all of these statements, and when it becomes false, the control will be out from the while loop, and it will simply jump out from here to here. It will not go from here to here, because every time this last statement is processed, it go backs up and checks it. So let me give you a flowchart example. Look at this. You go into the while loop, you go into the test condition. If it is true, it executes the loop body. Then it comes again, test condition, true, execute, test condition, true, execute. And finally, when it is false, it go down to while loops, and it doesn't go into the execution body, loop body. It doesn't go inside this situation here. It simply jump out from here to here. So whatever is written here, it will it will jump here. So basically this is the while loop. Let's move on to the